I would suggest Detective Inspector Hector.
Dealing with people isn't really my thing.
Your demands are the delusional, ludicrous gibberish of a raving half-wit.
Today, something will be done.
What's this?
It's a Who Cares badge. Everyone's wearing them. Who cares about Clapper's reek? You do. Operation Clapper's cleanup is about to begin.
Let's hit the pub, lads.
I'm going to single-handedly track down this son of a dog end.
Can I help?
I'll work it out myself. He's the tourist info bloke from Cottage Park. Something big is about to go down in Clapper's reek. Where the hell am I this time? I feel like I ate the floor of a chicken shed, and the chickens. What's that awful smell? Oh, I hope it's not me again. Not the worst place I've ever woken up in. Oh well, let's see if we can get someone's attention. Nurse! That's a new one. Something tells me this ain't Clapper's Royal. The severed cow's leg on the floor should have been an early clue. And what the hell am I wearing? I should charge myself for indecent exposure. Festive. Boy, I remember the last time I got caught out without me severed cow's leg. That was embarrassing, let me tell ya. Cheeky sod. It's a cassette tape. I really hope it's the relaxing sounds of the Amazon rainforest. Now I can record the last wheezing breaths of my own death rattle.
Hector, my most reliable accomplice.
Barnsley.
Once again, I have your undivided attention. I witnessed your shabby attempt at justice, and it was to some extent commendable. Commendable, yes, but not enough to stop a man like me. I have big plans for this town, and you came fairly close to splitting them asunder. Now that you're out of the way, I really must be getting on with business, so I'll wrap this monologue up sharpish. Welcome to a little place I've suitably named the Death Tank. You have a small decision to make. In a few minutes, the septic tank you stand in will fill with putrid slurry, the smelly kind. The solution to your freedom lies in this piece of leisure equipment you see before you.
Leisure? That's a treadmill.
It's time to run for your life, Hector. Farewell.
Up yours, you son of a ball licker.
Oh, by the way,
Though I am flattered he's gone to all this effort for me, why didn't he just club me to death while I was asleep? Seems easy enough. Oh, super, this might get me 20p at the Oxfam. Enough already. It's a spool of tape, the only thing salvageable from the remains of that player, if you can count this as salvageable. I have no idea why I kept this. Think I'll stay where I can see. I was having such a nice dream before I woke up. Something to do with Ellen Mirren in a sleeping bag and an onion sandwich. Where in the buggeration am I? Oh no, anything but that. I'd accept any other form of torture. I'd happily watch reruns of the teleboost 7 days straight dressed as a schoolgirl, spread eagle in the prison shower room of a pedo wing. Just no exercise. Maybe I'll just try it for a bit. I'm getting curious as to what he has in store. Oh, this goes against everything I stand for. Buggeration, Lambert, I'm almost glad to see you.
My gosh, Hector, what has he done to you?
Look away. You don't want to see this. I'm surprised you even recognise me. I must have lost about 10 stone so far. Guys!
Where are we? And how come all of a sudden you want to get in shape?
Well, I thought I'm trapped in a room full of faeces. Now's a good time to start a 6-week fitness plan. Oh, retardation, Lambert. I'm trying to save our lives.
Ugh, I'm in a filthy, gangrenous tub. My two biggest fears at once, dirt and my fear of one day turning into a human prune. The toaster I don't mind so much. There's a bit of heat coming off it.
You do know what happens when a live toaster mixes with water, don't you?
Phew, yeah, soggy toast.
Death by toaster.
Holy flip.
We're definitely not getting out of this one alive, Lambert.
Oh, crumbs. I'll never see Philomena or TV again.
If I keep jogging, in half an hour, I might be trim enough to crawl out of that intake pipe. If that toaster drops, it'll cook Lambert to a crisp. Actually, that would probably improve the smell in here. Plus, I could eat him later.
Oh!
Lambert, I can't go on much longer. You're going to have to die.
What? No, you can do this. Just pretend you're running a marathon for charity.
Well, that doesn't help at all. Highly unrealistic.
Okay, forget that. Pretend you're, running to catch the last 5 minutes of happy hour while chasing a giant meat pie.
Better. I can do this. Hey, Lambert, can't you do something about those cuffs?
I could, but you know our old saying.
Yeah, duh, I'm Lambert and I'm crap at lockpicking.
Yeah.
I knew I should have been a sheriff. Oh, I was having such a nice dream before I woke. So... It takes too much force of will to get back on this thing every time. That should hold off the river of crap for a bit. Now, what's next? Oh, yeesh, the day never ends. We've learned something today. Never attempt to simultaneously bathe and prepare a toasted snack. There might be a small part in here I could use as a lockpick. I don't know where my ideas come from, but they're always so flippin' brilliant.
It's like they're channeled through you from a higher being.
Nah, they're all mine. It's a slice of burnt, crap-covered toast. I'd consider eating it, but it's multigrain. It's some pointy, wiry bit of the broken toaster.
It's called a latch pin.
Who are you, Wikipedia?
Way to go, boss.
I was picking locks before you were off your mother's teat.
You know, sometimes...
Don't finish that sentence.
I could hear the sludge draining around here someplace. That machine really is sadistic. Now I know why Hector avoids them at all costs. It's like a little island of cosy in a room full of poo. I hope that holds. He looks tired and sweaty and smells of poo and onions. I'll just close my eyes and pretend the room is covered with melted chocolate. Actually, closing my eyes makes it worse. I can't shift it.
That's one heck of a plug hole. Oh, it's like the arsehole of the world. Another one of those situations where I'm glad I'm so hefty. I'd likely cause a blockage.
Ooh, if we go down deep enough, we might find an orc or an earth elemental.
Sorry, Lambert, I don't speak nerd.
We're almost home free. Which one of us is going down there?
Let's see. Which one of us is shaped like a beanpole?
Oh, you know I suffer from claustrophobishness.
Do we really need another game of cheese cracker soup?
There's no point. I always lose. I'm beginning to think you just make up the rules as you go, so I always end up with a short straw.
No, there are clear set rules to the game. I'll explain them to you one day.
You reckon there'll be spiders down there?
No, Lambert, there'll be no spiders, lions, tigers, bears, or grus. Only copious amounts of crap.
Oh, I can probably handle that. With you as my partner, I deal with copious amounts of crap every day.
Lambert, was that bat chat?
I'll see you in China. Oh.
Well, I'll be blowed. I could have swore you was a newborn calf squeezing out of a cow's jacksie just then. Even had the same squeal at the end.
To be frank, it was kind of fun coming out of there, like a water slide, except instead of water, it was excrement. It's like I'm trapped inside Farmville without a quit button. Oh, a farmer. They're always jolly and helpful. Cows are actually quite intelligent creatures. Apparently, some of them even have GCSEs.
You're thinking of RBGH.
No, wait, I was thinking of pigs. Cows are actually rather dumb. I'm sorry to trouble you, but do you know how to get a man out of a septic tank?
I do now. Though given the choice, I would have gone out the etch near the barn myself.
Do you have a phone I could use?
A what? Phone, you say? I never heard of one. What's that?
You never heard of a telephone? It's a communication device that transmits and receives the human voice over long distances.
Whatever you say, future man.
What are you doing out here at this late hour?
Doing my nightly patrol of the perimeter of me land for uninvited ramblers.
Oh, well, that's nice of you to invite and welcome visitors to rural England.
Been setting out rambler traps too. Takes your leg clean off, they will. Won't be bloody rambling again any time soon. If you spot any, give us a shout. Oi, heads up. Damn, skimmed its leg. Listen, boy, you seem nice enough, but if I ever catches you this side of me fence, I'd have to shoot you in the face.
Understood. Have you observed any goings-on at this property of late?
I seen one fella round here, bearded chap, quiet sort. I tell you, but sometimes strange sounds coming from that there barn. Ain't like no man nor beast nor fowl I never heard. Besides that, old Barnsley seems nice enough. Stays away from me cows, and that's good enough sort for me.
When's the last time you saw Barnsley?
Just earlier this evening, actually. Kept going on and on about this clapfest what's it he's been planning for yonks. Don't reckon I'll go, though. Don't much like the general public, see?
Clapfest? What do you know about that?
Big old town festival. Something about the rebirth of Clapper's Reek or some such. Apparently the old lot's turning up for some spectacular event. Big town is there, though, and I can't stand the sight of them lot. So I'll just stay here and rub lotion onto Hillary and the girls.
Can you tell me anything else about Clapfest?
Only that the old town's coming out for it, which means I ain't.
Do you have any sort of transport I could employ?
All I've got's me 2 legs, same as you. Why, what's wrong with yours?
Oh, nothing. It's just quite a trek back to town.
Oh, you call 73 miles a trek? That's a light stroll, that is.
Bye, Mr. Farmer. I want to pet her.
Don't much like strangers petting her. Keep your hands to yourself, boy.
Someone could get hurt leaving something so dangerous lying around. I shouldn't touch anything with a sharp point. I don't even use scissors without asking another adult for help. It was too slippery on the way down. I'd never get back up. Right, there's got to be another way into that horrible tank. I mean, surely that pipe's not how we got in there in the first... Oh, my days! It can't be. It is. It's a... Oh, no. No time for that now. I've got to focus. Now, where's Hector hiding? That's a 9,500cc V32 DXRL diesel protraction combusto filtrate S11. Not yet. I'll wait until Hector's out to tell him the good news. Nice rake. Take, rake. Hey, that rhymes. I'm a poet and I didn't realise. Maybe there's something useful in that barn. Locked. I can see light through there on the other side of the lightning-fast razor-sharp steel fan blades. Well, that's way fast. Aha! A hatch in the ground. This detective stuff is a piece of cake. Hector?
No, you pissant. It's Daily Bleeding Thompson.
Oh, sorry, wrong hatch.
You nutsy, it's me.
I'm gonna get you out of there, okay?
Good to hear the plan hasn't changed since a few minutes ago.
Perfect. Assuming Hector can climb a rope, that is. Perfect. Assuming Hector can... He's so chubby. I bet it'll be a struggle. I found a rope. Stand clear. Come on up.
Oh. Oh, bloody hell. Fire, hang on 1 second. Oh, there we go. On me way.
How'd you do that so fast?
Simple, I yanked out the pinata, then simply rode the cascading wave of crap to the top.
Same way you got to be a detective.
Watch it.
Hector, have you seen it?
Seen what? The decrepit barn or the complete absence of a curry house?
Look, we're saved.
I'm still not seeing it.
The combine harvester.
Is that what it is? I thought it was a cow chipper or something.
It's a 1957 McCracken Model 151B combine harvester. Back when I was 16, my dad and I spent the summer dismantling one of these together.
I didn't know you grew up on a farm.
What? No, a council estate. Anyway, I think I can get us back to Clapper's Reek.
What, on that? I doubt you can make it to the flipping barn.
Oh, just let me try. If it doesn't work, you can have half my paycheck.
I already take half your paycheck for protection money.
I meant the other half.
Deal.
Right, from what I can see here, we're in need of 3 things.
Oh, let me guess. Case of beer, rare steak and a hooker. Not fussy about the hooker so long as there's lots of beer first.
We need a spark plug,
Nay, probably stolen by local icks to build a potato gun.
We need a 7/8 spanner.
Hey, probably, okay, a spanner. There's no real joke there.
And we've got to find some nuts.
Well, you can't have mine.
Oh, it sounds odd, but it's like someone scoured this entire engine and stripped it of all the nuts.
And to this very day, the nut collector still roams these parts. Oh!
Stop it!
Spark plug, a spanner, and nuts. This plan can't fail.
That's the spirit. Here, maybe this'll help.
Help what?
Well, you never know.
Lambert, shake a leg.
Don't let go.
Don't tempt me.
Curious? No hay, no feed, no manure. It appears this barn is not a barn at all. What does it all mean? It's some kind of control panel. I should let Hector in. He really hates it when I go in first. Unless it's a raid, of course.
Huh. Being a barn, I kind of expected there to be a lot more, well, poo and stuff. Not that I'm complaining. Nice change from what I'm used to.
I don't want to touch it. I'd only make a mess of it. It's some sort of secret lab. Hey, it's a 7/8 spanner like the one what I need. And that's not all that's in there. It's oh, I can't go in there. Hector will have to get it for me. I just can't deal with that.
We don't get a lot of evil geniuses in this town, mostly just evil imbeciles. I'm actually finding the premeditation rather refreshing. Boop. Didn't do anything. Hey, it's a little baby badger. Hey there, little guy. Huh? Lambert?
Yes, Hector.
See if you can find a way to get this door open.
I'm on it.
3 words that strike fear into me heart. It happens to be a spanner. Well, I'll be a monkey's Uncle Bob. A 7/8 spanner just like the one Lambert needs. Sometimes I can't believe my luck. Guess I'll just be on my way then. It's a lab-grade, high-tensile 7-ply latex rubber glove. In certain situations, we call these Rough Riders. Always had a soft spot for badgers. Wait a sec. He's got some sinister device strapped to him. That glove is separating me from that badger for a reason. Nah, I'll leave him in there in case I get hungry later.
Hector's in there. I'm going to try one of these buttons. Come on, Lambert. You can do this. As Hector always says, if there's any job not worth doing, get Lambert to do it. That's because he knows I'm reliable, you see. Okay, here goes.
Lambert?
Oh,
Greetings. The lab is now sealed.
It's Barnsley. Another trap.
Testing will commence in 10 seconds.
Where is that emaciated tash twangler?
I don't think he's here. I think it's all pre-programmed.
Doesn't make me feel any better. So was that cassette tape.
Test subject armed.
Something on this badger just beeped.
That's good news.
How is that good?
Because that means it's very likely you're not test subject.
Oh, Brill.
Test commencing.
Sweet Enola Gay, he's detonated! Lambert, what the hell did you just do?
Don't pin this on me. Ingestion complete. Arsenal taking effect.
What the hell is Arsenal? Wait, it's clearing. My unholy word, bloody badger's gone rogue. Lambert, I'm not too proud to tell you I'm not enjoying this. Ever that stuff was turned it into a freakanoid badger mutant from Planet 9. Lambert, how we coming on that door?
Just looking for a Haynes manual or something.
I've got your Pains manual right here.
Sorry, did you say Haynes manual?
No, I said... Oh, never mind. Wasn't that clever anyway.
Crumbs, what have I done? I'm going to try another button. Oh, there's one here that says open. It didn't work.
Yes, it did.
Technically, the open button did exactly what it said. The cage, you numpty! You opened the cage!
Started. 2 chicks.
Lambert! Hey, chum, how about a slice of wet, tasty brown toast? Lambert, no one, repeat, no one at the station is to ever hear of this. We're clear? Reminds me vaguely of my date with Doreen. I'm putting in an application for a partner exchange when I get back. I'll take anything, even a naked little wise-cracking bunny.
Oh, I'm going to get the belt for sure for this one. 3rd time's the charm? Or is it bad things come in 3s?
I'm gibbering and start doing something. Anything.
Okie dokie.
Outside door controls. Test complete.
Nice work, Lambert. I've started to think of you as the son I never had. A horribly disfigured, unplanned and not particularly loved child. The sort of son you have no qualms about bringing behind the woodshed with a switch. But a child, all the same.
I will take what little sentiment I can from that and place it way down deep for later.
Now, can I just ask what the hell just happened?
Perhaps we should do a quick recap in case this is important later.
Right. First you locked me in.
It locked itself.
Then you played the glockenspiel,
It was the computer.
which pissed off the badger, causing it to explode with rage.
I think that sound made the device on the badger explode.
The badger was then replaced with a bastard badger from hell.
And whatever was in that black thing turned the badger into a
Bastard badger from hell?
well, for lack of a more technical description, yes.
Right.
Right.
So what in the name of Jesus Jessup horse trotters in a vat of urethane does any of this even mean?
I haven't a clue.
You really need that printed on a t-shirt.
I have. Last Christmas you got me that, remember?
I didn't get you anything last Christmas.
Oh, but I thought...
Ah, must have been your wife. She buys you things and puts my name on them so you don't feel like a reject. Here's your bloody spanner.
Thanks, boss. I'll just take a snapshot of this with my photographic brain. Cheep! Oh, Crumb's memory's full.
I wonder if that crazed badger's still in there. Well, only one way to find out. Hello, evil rodent. Must have wolfed out that crap teller toast and gone for a kip somewhere. Heh, I'll just tell Lambert he could be anywhere. One of these babies has saved my bacon on numerous occasions. It's a lab-grade, high-tensile 7-ply latex rubber glove. In certain situations, we call these Rough Riders. And here I was, thinking I could just grab the spanner and walk out. Lanky daft turd. Better you than me.
Right, the perfect spanner. Now I just need some nuts to tighten. That leads to a dark, wooded area. Oh, okay. Wish me luck. I say, it's a bit dark, rather. Well, nothing up this way but trickster shadows and the stuff of nightmares. Phew! Ball bags! Oh crumbs! Why, ye be in ye wee dress, ye lanky, stanky giantess! That tiny man over there, he looks a bit like... Flippity flu, I were talking to you! What do you think he might be? You'd be knowing me little secret, do you be now wanting wee, I deedle do? I think it might. Ye might pass me in the woods and ne'er know it be myself in it at all. No, stop. There's no such thing. Just the effects of the sedative wearing off. Yuck! 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 Oh, what would Hector say if we were here? Probably something like, nice work, Poop Man, or something. Actually, he'd never say nice work. I get a feeling of ancient stillness when I look at a tree, or am I just nodding off? Maybe I can catch him and get his bag of gold. I wonder if National Express takes gold. Oh, look at his little sack. I'll bet it's full of wishes or dreams or, dare I say, gold. From whence dost thou hail, O wood sprite? Tossers in clearings, questions and fearings. My name's Lambert, what's yours? Names be not what you seek. Oh, that's true, I already have a name. But I'll tell you anyway, it's Daryl. I, a mortal, pray crave your, humble helpliness. Bags of help maybe, but for no useless pillock. There is a curious wisdom in your words. Ye possess the curiosity, nay, but no wisdom for not no man. I couldn't have put it better myself. Bags of help I be, bags, aye. Bags? Are you saying you've got something helpful in your little bag there? Just a wee peep then. He's actually going to show me his nuts. Care to touch me nuts for luck? Too slow. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Nuts? I thought you lot carried gold about with you. Precious. More precious than precious. Oh, I see what you're saying. Nuts are more valuable to me than gold at this moment. Stay away from me gold. Giving me gold is like giving an eel a woolly jumper. What I really need are those nuts. Hands off me sack, ye wee dafty. And as the legend goes, if I can catch you, I can have whatever I like. Nay, me gold, me gold, me gold, me gold, me. Not for long. Can you show me your nuts again? Now ye just be flaunting ye wordplay. Hands off me precious nutsack. If I'm not breaking protocol here, are you really a really real leprechaun? Cuckoo, my pretty, see my sack of plenty. Ooh, ooh. You are, you are, you are, you are. Oh, for a second there I thought you were just a crazy old man in the woods. Know any riddles? I love riddles. My last is in jelly, but never in jam. Tasty on turkey, but loathsome on lamb. What am I? The letter L? I have 3 legs, yea, and none but one but two. Me life be but a sentence, but me snack be but a shoe. What am I? A puppy that's been hit by a car. Was I right about the other one?
Paisley on a Wednesday, a Wednesday, a Wednesday. Paisley on a Wednesday, but parsley in his ear.
Are these even real riddles?
Nay, begone.
All right, little guy. Prepare to be caught. Quick, little guy.
Yet toddle two, billy wee be three, and the middle be the quiddle.
I don't have any idea what that means. Oh, I'm so nervous. I think I need to pee.
Pee freely given is seldom rewarded.
Ain't that the truth? Just wait till I tell Hector. He'll be so... well, I'm excited anyway. Hector! Hector! There's a... Oh, you'll never believe me.
Go on, try me. I'm letting you fix the harvester, ain't I?
There's a tiny old man in the woods who seems to be very much like a...
Spill it, Lambert.
A leprechaun?
Lambert?
I saw him with my eyes. I saw his nutsack.
Let's get this straight. You met an old man in the woods and he showed you his nutsack.
Oh, this is all going so wrong. He had a sack containing the nuts we need for the McCracken. Please, I'm not mad. Philomena says I have a childlike openness to the other side. Just go and look.
Oh, ball bags, the things I do for you, Lambert. All right, in my own time. Let's see. Trees, sky, rocks, sticks. No bleeding leprechaun, Lambert, you complete soft pranny. I don't know what people see in trees. To me, they're just matches in waiting. The only fairy round here is fixing the harvester. Lambert, have you been talking to tree stumps again? Well, if I'm gonna just stand around, I might as well do it over near the barn. Lambert, there's nothing up there in the woods but shadows and squirrel turds.
But you didn't see him?
Did you?
Oh.
Can we talk about this harvester? Any progress with your little magical dwarf friend?
He's a leprechaun, and no, I can't catch him.
Have you considered the possibility that even if you do catch him, his nuts will turn to pixie dust or something?
Well, we'll never know until we've snapped him up. Want to help?
Well, not really, but it's not like there's anything else to do round here.
What about another game of Name That Smell?
On second thought, I'd rather be alone. Great, a human. Oh no, wait, I was wrong, it's just a farmer. Why would I ever want to go back in there? A textbook example of an inbred rural simpleton. Looks like it fell down a few too many cattle grids. I'm gonna let Lambert talk to this guy. Seems about the same IQ level.
I see you're looking at my land. Back off.
There is such a thing as a right to roam.
There's also a small thing called a right to bear arms.
Yeah, true enough. The view from over here is satisfactory. A pleasant welcome for anyone visiting the English countryside. I've got to be careful carrying this around on my person. I wouldn't want it to snap shut on me Jack's crackers. Let's see if it smells any better over this way. I don't trust Lambert with sharp objects, or heavy ones, or rusty ones. I don't trust Lambert with most things, actually. Looks a bit too rustic back there for my liking. It's a rusty old leg trap. Gonna need a tetanus jab just from touching this. What the hell am I doing? The only being round here dumb enough to get caught in that is Lambert. And I need him to fix the... God flipping Nora, this whole plan's absurd. It's done.
That leads to a dark, wooded area. Oh, crumbs! I think I may have upset the delicate balance of the forest.
You did this to me!
Funny, it doesn't seem so magical now. Poor little guy. I hope he isn't hurt too badly. But then he's magic, so it's okay. I'm really very sorry about the trap, but you magic sorts are always so tricksy.
Take them! Just let me out!
Are you really a leprechaun or just a smelly little person?
I was just having a bit of fun, you dozy tot.
So I can have the nuts?
Serious? You can have my bleeding firstborn, just let me out! Ah!
It appears I'm not strong enough.
Thick! You're like a toddler in a man's body!
I'll have to get my partner, he's much stronger. Again, oh, I'm so sorry. Hee hee! Well, fiddle-dee-dee, I've won!
Ah!
My victory seems somehow bittersweet.
Nuts! Ah! You're just moving it around!
I'm sorry, I can barely lift my own arms.
Help! Did you get what you came for?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll be.
Oh, perfect! I'll have this thing together faster than 2 shakes of a cow's tail.
How's it coming together, Lambert?
Great! Why, I remember when me and my dad were working on this.
Save it for Oprah. How soon?
I just need a spark plug and hello Clapper's reek.
Can't wait. Can we talk about this, Harvester? I see you've got some nuts.
Oh yeah, it was so magical, except for the screaming, of course.
I heard screaming. I thought you'd found that rabid badger.
Oh, don't remind me.
I'm drawing a blank with this spark plug.
Well, it couldn't exactly have walked off by itself.
Don't you give me your bloody lip. I've looked for it bleeding everywhere except up your arse.
Oh, okay, I'll help.
On second thought, I'd rather be alone.
Oh, a farmer. They're always jolly and helpful. You don't happen to know where I can get any spark plugs, do you?
What the devil's a spark plug?
What, it's a little white electrical engine part.
Ah, Well, round here we call that a dew flicker. Hillary here loves to eat junk like that. Don't you, Hillary? As it happens, I saw her chewing on something like that yesterday. She's been moaning in pain ever since. Stuck down her back sphincter someplace.
Oh, the poor cow. Do you know anything about assembling a McCracken 151B combine harvester?
Oh, I don't bother with all that farm trickery myself. Electrical machinery is the work of the devil. I do things the manual way, by pulling a plough around a wheat field with me teeth.
I need that spark plug. Would you mind if I helped Hillary get it out?
What? You ask to touch another man's cow? You insult a dairy farmer where he stands?
Oh no, no offence, I swear. Oh, I'm so terribly sorry for insulting you.
Oh, you went and done it now, boy. Offering to touch a man's cow, that's thrown down the gauntlet, that has.
No, I swear
There's no going back till we squares off over this here cow.
Square off?
Fight.
Oh, crumbs! Hector, come quick! I'm being violently threatened! Can we forget all this ever happened?
Absolutely not. Rule number 7 states that quite clearly.
There are rules?
Oh, there certainly are. You challenged me for the cow, so we've no choice but to fight on the Dairy Farmer Fight Club rules.
But I'm a pacifist.
Then you should have thunk of that before you asked to touch up my Hillary.
What are these rules exactly?
Challenge a dairy farmer and you don't even know the rules?
What's the first rule of dairy farmer fighting?
Bloody hell. First rule of dairy farmer fighting is, you can talk about dairy farmer fighting to whoever you like.
How is that even a rule? It's more of a friendly suggestion.
Starting simple.
What's the second rule of dairy farmer fighting?
Second rule, once you're ready to formally issue a challenge, you need to show up wearing a ceremonial headpiece. That way we both knows we're equal dairy farmers entering fighting mode. And then it's on, boy.
And what's this hat look like?
Every farmer has their own style, but it's got to resemble an animal.
What's the third rule of dairy farmer fighting?
Third rule is once a challenge has been propositioned, like, there's absolutely no backing down.
Do I have to fight or can I call a friend?
Friends fine, don't matter. You can substitute a fighter if you don't feel like getting your hands dirty. Rule number 6, that is.
I don't usually encourage this kind of aggressive behaviour, but I know someone who's good at this sort of thing.
Well, bring him on, boy.
What if I refuse?
If I see you trying to leave the area before the fight, Rule 4 says I gets to shoot you in the back as you run off.
I'll be right back. We can sort this out amicably, I'm sure.
We certainly will. Dairy farmer style. Oh, it's been a while since I had a good fight.
Hector! Hector, you have to help me out.
Egads, how many times a day do I hear that?
There's a carroty old psycho farmer who wants to crush me like a grape.
Oh, bleeding hell, Lambert, what do I always tell you about wandering off and talking to strangers?
I only offered to pet Hillary and help her out with her bowel problem.
I'll leave you alone for 1 minute and you proposition a man's wife? Why would you even do that?
She's a cow.
Lambert, what's come over you? It's not like you to belittle women.
No, I mean a real one of the bovine variety. He tells me she has a penchant for eating machine parts. The very spark plug we need for the harvester is likely in her lower intestine as we speak. We get that. We're one step closer to getting out of here.
So this sparky thing we need to fix the harvester is inside a cow?
Affirmative. But he says I've got no choice but to fight him for Hillary. And if we try to leave the area without a tussle, he'll shoot us like dogs.
Now, this is important. Did he specifically say us or you?
Well, I can't imagine there were two of us.
Oh, Christ, Lambert, what does he look like? Could I take him?
I don't know, boss. He's quite chunky and his arms are hairier than yours.
I'll put this bumpkin in his place. Let me at him. He's sizing me up, I can tell. Oi, Chunderhead, you threatening my colleague? See, the deal is, if you hit him, I hit you.
Sorry, Boyle. Your chum here wanted to stick his hand up Hillary's jacksie. I says to him if he wants it, he has to fight me for it, dairy farmer style. Adhering to all the correct rules of combat, of course.
Rules? I was expecting to storm over and plant one on your jaw like I usually do.
You come back and show me your ceremonial headpiece, then we'll have some to talk about.
What's this about an headpiece?
Goes on your head.
Figured that. Now, what do I need to know about the peace part?
That's got to have horns. Shows you're looking for a fight now.
Aren't raised fists and a dour expression enough?
Show me a hat with horns, and then we'll talk fists, boy.
What's this about an headpiece?
Goes on your mascot.
Aren't raised...
Show me.
Surely this whole hat rule is only intended to humiliate in an effort to put me off my stroke. Well, it won't work, for I have no shame. I am, however, a tad hesitant about putting this on my head after blocking a slurry pipe with it. Oh well, for honour. All right, Chuckles. Once Hector's all up in your grill, you'll have cowbells clanking in your ears till calving season.
Ah, I sees you're ready to fight in the ancient ways of the dairy farmer.
So how's this work then? Somebody ring a bell or something?
No, we takes it in turns. Since you're the visiting party, you get to go first.
Oh, unlucky for you, mate.
We'll see.
Take a whiff of this cowpat.
Ow! What in the pink chubby udders do you think you're doing?
It's a fight, ain't it?
It's like you weren't even trying. I'm beginning to wonder if you're even a dairy farmer at this point.
Was that not right?
Look, it's my turn, all right. Though it ain't even really a contest at this point.
Oh, come on, bring it then. I've got a face like a sack of stones.
Looks like I win.
Win? Did you even compete?
Look, Boyle, it's obvious you're new here, so I'm gonna give you a word of advice. You go round punching people full ball like that, you're gonna lose a lot of cows. Gotta protect your milking hands, see? Dip 'em in warm honey and sheep urine every night. Makes 'em soft and supple. Anyway, you want another shot at the title? Just show up with your hat again. Bye now.
What just happened? Let's go again.
Right, me first this time, just to remind you.
Jeepers, I'm gonna have a bruise.
Okay, your turn.
I think I've got the hang of this now. Prepare to have the cows come home on your face.
Ah, I've a right mind to shoot you where you stand.
I really thought that was coming out softly this time, I swear.
I hates winning these things, but Hillary's worth it.
Another round?
Prepare yourself. Okay, your turn.
I think I've got the hang of this now.
Ah!
Guess I'm not much of a dairy farmer.
You can say that again.
I just can't do soft. Lambert, it's your round.
What, me?
Yes, I've learned you're far more suited to dairy farmer rules than I ever will be.
Any fighting tips?
Only this, Lambert. I want you to hit this guy as hard as you can.
I'm not sure about this. What if he ends up in casualty?
He won't. You can trust me on this one.
I used to like farms. Mister?
Oh, fresh meat. You thinks you're a better farmer than me, do you? You think you can touch up another man's cow and live to tell the tale, hey?
Well,
go on, boyo. Take your best dairy farmer swing.
okay. But just so you know, some people have affectionately nicknamed me the Naughty Kitten on account of my irritable temper.
Oh, you're good.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. He made me do it.
That'll be hard to beat, I can tells you. Now, my turn.
No, no, no!
Wouldn't you know it? You win square and fair. I was fooling myself to think I could ever beat your blow. You're the stuff of legend now. You'll be talked about round these parts for many years to come. What's your name, stranger?
Lambert.
Well, that ain't too legendary. Now, you'll be forever known as Baylor the Limp-Wristed. Go on, Hillary. You got a new daddy now.
Oh, yay! Boss, we got Hillary! I've always wanted a best friend. Come on, Hill, let's hang out. Oh, Hillary, you're the best cow anyone could ask for. How am I going to get that spark plug out of her? Now, Hill, this shouldn't hurt a bit. If it does, I apologise in advance. Now, I've never done this, but I've used a rubber glove just like this one to help my gran on with her pile cream. Oh, you don't have any hoof and mouth disease, do you? Oh, well, I'm nowhere near your hooves or mouth, so chances are low I'll pick up any sort of disease from this. Oh, there's the little blighter. Good girl, Hillary. You were amazing. Hillary went through so much to save us.
I saw where you got that, and I don't need to see it up close.
Hillary went through so... Oh, Hillary, you've never let me down. That's it. Spark plug, nuts, and a spanner. We're on the home stretch. And now, as Philomena always says to me, just do what you have to do while I mentally tune out for a bit. Oh, Philomena, Lambie's coming home. I'm not so sure about this. Hillary looks a little bit agitated, and technically we're participating in cruelty to animals.
Trust me, Lambert. I've seen John Craven do this once on Country File. Cows love this kind of thing. Now button it and get ready.
It worked!
Shift over. I'm driving. Oh, we've got a town to save.
Come on, Hector! Hey, boss. Nice time. That treadmill workout did you some good.
Oh, bloody harvester. Just a few more miles would have done it.
Under the circumstances, she did well. Oh, good old McCracky.
Right, Lambert, we need to move fast. Easier said, I know. I'll give you a second to catch your breath. Then we need to warn the general public about this terrorist threat.
Over there. There's one. Sir, run away. Run away immediately.
Lambert, you're frightening people. Let me handle this. Sir, there is a red-level biochemical bomb primed to go off at this very festival. A synthetic toxin is about to be unleashed on Clapper's Reek, turning everyone into ravenous, marauding bastards.
And there's a small chance that rodents are behind this.
No, you imbecile, that was the test subject. Oh, please, for the love of sauerkraut, get away while you still have the use of your limbs.
Sauerkraut?
Didn't you hear what he just said? Run for it!
Sauerkraut? No. I hippie. You said...
Buggeration! This approach is pointless and time-consuming. We can't warn everyone individually. We need to find a way to warn the entire town all at once, causing a mass panic and a crushing stampede for the exit. That is one great steaming kettle of something. There's nothing I like more than hoking in public bins. It's not degrading at all. An empty beverage cup, always useful. I could carry it around and inhale the fumes all day. Good question. Why don't I just leave now and never come back? I could move somewhere nicer with less crime, like Leicester. Oh, blimmin' heck, is that the time already? What exactly is FOD, anyway?
Is FOD, yes?
You sound like you're not sure either. Run! Run while you still have legs!
Konstannie patayiti fola kinya toto.
What kind of stupid prize is an empty plinth? This fair might have made for a cheerful afternoon if it didn't have the stench of impending death hanging over it. Quick, Lambert, this way! Chief, I'm almost glad to see you. We need to move fast.
Hector! Lambert! I'm shocked. Turning up to a public event square in the eye of the greater community. And you've chosen to wear that.
But Chief...
Lambert, this is the sort of tommy rot I've come to expect from Hector, but not from you.
You're right, sir. I'm a disgrace to my profession.
I've been telling him that for years. Look, mate,
You dare address me as an equal? What happened to respect? Protocol? Do these things mean nothing anymore?
not in the face of total civilian annihilation.
No excuse for it.
A standard set of interrogation tools. Oh, sweet memories. I remember using this on the Clapmel car park attendant after he refused to break a 20. Oh, great, you brought the weapons cache. Hand it over.
I beg your pardon. These are for the community display. It's a collection of things we don't use in everyday police work. Allegedly. Public eye and all that.
Ah, in keeping with the government's new open door policy, Meeks has posted a list of what the police service budget was squandered on this year. That's Chief Superintendent Meeks, Man of Iron. We call him that because of the fine creases in his uniform. Sir, the people of Clapper's Reek are in grave danger.
What? Preposterous. I'm the chief of police. I outrank you. Surely if there were any danger, I would have known about it first.
Some sort of infectious toxin is primed for release at this very event.
Toxin? Don't be daft. The only illness this town has is clapfest fever.
The town is positively virulent with excitement and infectious with general tomfoolery and mucking about.
Why, I'm as giddy as a schoolboy.
And about as useful in a fist fight. Sir, I need backup.
Well, you're in luck, dear boy. Every man on the force is here already.
They are? Where?
Why, in the beer tent, of course. I was rather surprised you weren't in there earlier. Yes, as a thank you for all we've done for the community, the organizer of this first-rate affair has provided an unlimited drinks pass to any and all police officers. And too right, I say. I haven't seen the boys this excited since the raid on Madame Edna's massage for men.
How is it you've allowed the entire force to get royally soused at once?
Oh, go on, Hector. Why shouldn't our hard-working chaps enjoy a bit of rest and relaxation?
I would hardly call funneling enough cheap lager down their necks to incapacitate a rhino relaxing.
Ah, any other day of the week you'd be the first in the queue.
Guilty. Who gives a flying toss about my clothes?
Hector, if I may, you really do look like a frightful boob.
Sir, the only thing stopping you from seeing a frightful boob is this gown. So thank your lucky stars I still have it tied up. But sir, at times I have called you from home wearing nothing but a look of mild contempt.
Hector, I have heard enough of your nonsense. Today is a day to be proud of Clapper's Week, and I will not have you gallivanting around town scaring children with your provocative dress sense. I'll hear no more about it.
So am I acting alone on this one, Chief?
Chief? I'm sorry, peculiar visitor to our town. You're speaking as though you were a member of my unit, and not an escaped basket case, as I can only assume you must be. The toilets are at the other end of the fair. Good day.
Whose idea was this?
Mine. I wanted to show the public we were taking troublemakers like these off the street.
So you brought one back out onto it?
Bully? Why not, eh?
Why not indeed? Where does one start? His grammar school yearbook voted him most likely to succeed at gunning down an entire fast food restaurant. And he did. 36 times. I bet it feels nice to see the Earth's sun once again, eh, chum? So the infamous coach poker finally caught after all this time. Do you know how many people I had to wrongly accuse before we finally arrested you? Answer: a lot. You've poked your last coach, creep. No time for a kip. That giant bee on a tent looks promising. Unless it's the Clappers Beekeeping Association.
Oh my, aren't you a wee rockin' dude, eh?
Kitty's face painting? Very twee. Round here it's normally done with needles.
You know who gave rock and roll to you? God did. Aye, he did, you know. Gave it to everyone.
I'm sure I know that geezer. Scots accent, greenish tinge, but the nice threads throw me off a bit. Sure it'll come to me eventually. I suppose I could camouflage me arse so it blends in. Feels like a bleeding target. Mother of crapulence, if it isn't Trampy, look at my poncy new look, Tim. Bugger me, it's Trampy Tim.
Just Tim now. Trim Tim if you prefer the alliteratory nickname.
It's me, your old mate, T.I. Hector. Remember me?
I'm sorry, my memory of the last 25 years is considerably blurred. If I squint, your outline is vaguely familiar, though.
You used to live in a tit next to the station. I'd prefer to forget about that part of my life. I'm a changed man, you know, all thanks to... Hector! It's you! I didn't recognise you in your... how have you been since I last saw you? Can't complain. Woke up in a septic tank this morning. You? Naze. I'm a new man since you got me off the drink. I should probably warn you that this fair's about to go to hell in a handbasket. Crikey. Oh? Some sort of bastard-inducing bomb, I think. Don't quote me, though. Well, I'll keep my good eye out. What you drinking these days, Timbo? Nay, but the bean of caffeine, friend. Coffee got me back on track. I'll never waver. 'Cause if I waver, I know I'm gonna be the man who's wavering to you. I don't know, sometimes I just say stuff. 25 years of drunkenness make for a poorly filed attic, if you get me. So you're still off the sauce? Never touch a drop. No, the noble bean is my solace now. If I ever have even a drop of the old stuff, I'd probably go back to the gibbering husk of a man I once was. Yeah, but you were so funny. What you drinking these days, Timbo? Nay, but the bean of caffeine, friend. Coffee got me back on track. I'll never waver. 'Cause if I waver, I know I'm gonna be the man who's wavering to you. I don't know, sometimes I just say stuff. 25 years of drunkenness make for a poorly filed attic, if you get me. Yeah, smell you later. Well, you should talk. Great paint job. Almost covers the cold sore scabs and snot. My, what a fierce little, differently abled individual. What further cultural delights does Clapfest have for us this way? Here you go, chum. One coffee from your old pal Hector. Pish off, Santi. Oh, my word. I'm sorry. Sometimes the words come out before I can stop them. I wonder if they'll serve men in backless dresses. Ball bags, look at the state of these turkey twizzlers. Well, gotta work with what you got. Listen up, meat sacks.
Hey, look, guys. Hector. And he's wearing a dress.
This festival is under terrorist threat. Clapfest is currently on Terror Code Black. You've got 30 seconds to assemble an attack plan Riker Theta 11.
Hey, man, why are you wearing a dress?
Sweet virgin mothers of Tina Yothers. Be easier to mobilise woodlice than this lot.
Dance for us, Hector.
They went and started party time without me. Alpha 19er, initiate protocol Numa. With it, it's a pub. Without it, it's just a bar. Oh, it's cushiony soft. Oh, maybe they'll do a lager fountain later. That always classes up a party. Beer. What more is there to say that hasn't already been said on thousands of t-shirts around the globe? There we go. Tank's full again. That's lager. And as any good drinker knows, it's coloured more like piss than coffee. Do I look like I drink light beer? Oh, angry spouse. I love her like she's me dear old mum. That abusive, horrid, life-sucking addict trollop. Hey, Cornish, isn't that your wife with Buxton over there? Hmm? Oh, sorry, just a trick of the light. I've had this stuff. You can actually feel your gums, tongue and esophagus getting inebriated as it makes the trip down. This ought to make him stone cold drunk. Follow me, men, for battle and glory. Way home. Ah, buggeration. Sorry, lot. One coffee, sir. Ah, thank you. No, hang on a wee sec, as that's fresh. Tain't even warm. Is there some sort of ice frappino punsy wee summer dessert coffee? Bah, I like my coffee like I like my woman. With foam? No, hot enough to tear off my lips. Right. Boy, try to do a guy a favour. Got any helpful advice on my current predicament?
Ask away, and I'll certainly do my best to provide you with vague and obscure counsel.
That's all I've ever expected of you. Got any helpful...
Ask away.
That's all I've ever expected of you. How goes the public relations?
Oh, great. I've got 12 new followers on Twitter in the past hour.
Wow, too bad they'll all be dead soon.
Not all of them. One was from out of town.
Don't let me distract you any longer.
Thanks, boss. I've got to keep alert.
Tasty as it looks, that gunk will ruin my cut before you can say fod glorious fod. Hot, toasty whiskey. Perfect for those drafty mornings when all you've got on is a flimsy, shapeless garment with no arse in it. Once again, it's strangely oxymoronic. Once again, it's... No time for a kip. If there's one thing I hate more than alcoholics, it's flaming recovering alcoholics. This'll sort it. One steaming hot coffee for my mate Timbley-Boo. Ah, fresh and hot. You know, Hector, I never could thank you enough for turning me on to coffee. I've joined a church. I collect for charity on weekends and make my own soup for the homeless on Sundays. I'm a better man today, all thanks to you. Ah, Hector, I can't say it enough. You're a true saint. That'll teach you, quitter. Welcome back to the gutter, sunshine. You look more yourself already. I can't wait to get my arse covered. You feel oddly vulnerable with your buns in the window. Ah, that's better. Since I got here, I felt like every pervert in the place was homing in on me Khyber Pass. That's the trampy Tim I know and love. Looking sharp, feeling reasonable. Let's crash this party. Right, shirt, tie, trousers, shoes. Now, how'd you like to be a real crime fighter for a day? There's an imminent terrorist threat here at Clapfest. Yes, I'm speaking to you, the guard. Now, the man we're looking for. What about the door? I need you to...
Door.
Are you even hearing what I'm saying to you, Coco? Biochemical bomb? Terrorist threat? End of Clappers Reek as we know it?
God. Door.
Private security for you. Must have surgically removed his brain and transplanted them into his arms. Crikey, Marky on and up now, Trikey. I don't even know what this means. I have seen some things in my time. Horrific scenes of human degradation, ghastly photographic evidence of shockingly horrendous beatings, killings and maimings. I've seen a man in crotchless toreador trousers eating a tuna and sweet corn sandwich while sodomising a city bus. But nothing before now could have prepared for the sight of your horrible coupon.
And I'm not even trying to impress you. Feast your lovely equal-sized eyes on my festival of misshapen features.
Gordon Bennett, you could pickle eggs with that face. Nice to see a lady of this vintage contributing to society rather than being the usual burden. It's a donations envelope. Like, I'm giving any more money to this carnival of the damned. Celebrating the glory of Clappers Reek is like throwing a fancy dress party at the sewage treatment plant. Stuck standing out front of the stage door. This must be what an unattractive groupie feels like. Stand aside, meatbag, I'm going on stage. Apparently the meat sack's packing. You have clearly made peace with the fact that God gave you a horrific excremental visage. But your uncanny resemblance to a turd is not helped by wearing a toilet seat around your neck.
How dare you? It's not a toilet seat, you palatable-looking oaf. It is a horse collar.
Well, insult formally withdrawn then. Hey, got any gurning tips for an amateur?
For you? Tja, give up. A symmetrical face like yours could never achieve what I have in gurning world.
I don't know whether to be insulted or relieved.
Good day, handsome. Would you like to make a donation to the Clappers Reek Preservation Society?
You do realise I could lock you away till the end of your short life for helping to fund terrorism, madam?
Very funny, pet. Am I on the television? Is that nice man, Ashley Kutcher, here?
How can I warn everyone here of their impending doom?
You'll probably need to use the PA system, but you'd need to get on stage for that.
Excellent.
Oh, but I'm sorry, pet. You're not nearly ugly enough.
What does my Nick Chase have to do with anything?
Well, the only people allowed on stage are qualifiers for Strictly Come Gurning.
What's gurning?
Allow me. Gurning is all about mastery of the art of facial manipulation. Like so.
Oh. Oh, God.
To enter the contest, you must frame your disfigured, horrible face with a braffin.
I was wondering why you had a toilet seat around your neck.
It's a braffin! A braffin, you uncultured, gorgeous sunbeam with eyes not very far apart. Braffin!
He's very sensitive about the braffin.
Who are you calling not ugly?
Real gurners have the ability to make you projectile vomit at the mere sight of them, like Barnard here.
Tell me, fresh-faced little Daisy, do the children, they run from you, yes?
Some. Most, really.
And the ladies, do their screams of repulsion give you goosebumps upon your misshapen brow ridge?
Well, You are no Gurner. Never. Begone. Your average-looking face is making me feel feared. I must prepare.
You'd better go. You're putting him off his game.
He's put me off me lunch, and that's saying something. I'd like to enter the gurning contest.
Oh, very funny. Now, how can I help?
Madam, I appreciate that your advanced years are playing havoc with your cognitive capacities, but I understand that you are taking entries for the gurning contest.
And I appreciate that, while you seem like too busy a man to even pause in front of a mirror. This contest is open to extremely ugly people only, and you do not qualify.
I do. Wait. Yes, thank you. What? This is a battle I never thought I'd find myself in. So, is Strictly Come Gurning the only way to get on stage?
Yes, only qualifying contestants will be allowed. And you, my dear, are nowhere near ugly enough to stand a chance.
I see. I'll be back. Huh. They won't let me enter. So, who do I know round here who's uglier than me, stupider than me, and more willing to make a complete arse of himself? There's got to be someone around here I know like that. Someone who'll do anything I tell him to, even if it means embarrassment, demoralisation and self-inflicted harm. Think, Hector, think. Oh, it'll come to me, I'm sure. I'd best be off.
Good day, handsome. Would you like to make a donation to the Clappers Reek Preservation Society?
I'd love to, madam.
Oh, you'll not be sorry, Sonny. Your money goes towards the continued heritage.
Yeah. Spare me the leaflet.
Would you like to donate coins, a cheque, or debit card?
A cheque?
Oh, lovely. Here's an envelope. Make the cheque out to the Preservation Society and drop it back here anytime, dearie.
It's an empty white envelope. Bugger me. See? Trappy Tim's so much better value when he's minced. Another decent, caring human being ruined for my sartorial necessity. Ha! Worth it every time. Christmas Humphreys. Now that's the kind of face painting you'd expect in Clappers Reek. I painted Mr. Winky Gold once to impress a lady. She was in hospital for weeks with lead poisoning. As for me, paint stripper was bleeding agony, I can tell ya. Somehow old Timbola always manages to help. Hey, Lambert, you're ugly, right?
Not unless Philomena's been lying to me.
How would you like to use your powers for good instead of just frightening small children? I need to get up on stage to warn the public, but I'm not ugly enough.
Oh, boss, I'd like to help, but Meeks needs me here at the booth. We're doing a waterboarding demo in a few minutes.
Let me remind you of something, Lambert. You and me, we're partners. And that means I own you. Just to ram that home, I'm putting you in my inventory. Now, when I tell you to do something, whether it's for the good of the town or merely for my own amusement, you do it. You got that?
Sure, partner.
Good.
Hey, since we're partners, can I put you in my inventory?
Piss off, Stretch. I'll snap when I need you. He may be a nitwit, but he's my nitwit.
I'm Bellamy Barber, bringing a thin slice of hope to your otherwise vacant lives. Hey, stranger, you been looking for a great contest? Feeling lucky? Care to take a stab?
My luck's all out right now. I'm thinking really hard about the stab, though. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to move your illegally parked skip.
A joker. I can see that, mate. I can see that. Illegally parked skip. You're talking about a classic British automobile. They don't make 'em like this anymore, I tell you. Almost sad to part with it.
How many miles on the clock? It's kind of hard to see the dash.
Don't fret. This vehicle is in guaranteed tip-top condition right out of the showroom this morning.
How'd you explain the 5-year rust build-up on the rear wing, then?
Rust? Oh, that. That's just, bean sauce.
Does it come with a full service history and extended warranty?
No, but it comes with a full measure of step into my car, honey. You're coming home with me.
What about breakdown cover?
This thing is made in England. You won't be needing that.
Your voice hurts my ears.
Not half as much as it'll hurt to lose the opportunity to win this car.
Nice segue. You could work for Clap FM.
I do. Drive time.
Can I take it for a test spin?
Only if you win it, which is very doubtful.
All right. It's apparent you won't shut up until I ask. What's the contest?
I'm so glad you asked. This exceptional British-made, British classic is filled to the brim with a British breakfast standard. All you need to do is tell me this. How many baked beans did we cram into this 1965 vintage beanie?
Hang on. You mean this rust bucket is full of baked beans?
Yep, chockers to the absolute hilt. The question is, how many?
If it were how many beans I could cram it to be gob, I could get behind a contest like that. What do I win?
By the beanie, of course.
But who the hell would want to win a car full of baked beans?
Who wouldn't, you mean?
So, how long did it take you to count them all?
Me? I didn't count them. I have a life. Besides, I wasn't trusted with that information, not after I accidentally raffled St. Martha's Church at their recent fundraiser.
What, the old church?
Yep, and the parishioners were mighty peeved when they turned it into a gentleman's club.
Ah, well, if it's any consolation, they got their divine retribution in the end. So where's the answer then?
All I know is, somewhere out there there's a gold envelope. That golden envelope has a number inside, and when that envelope crosses my palm, I shall open it and publicly declare in my unrivaled dynamic style, the number of beans.
When's that golden envelope guy supposed to show up?
I don't know, but soon, I hope. I prefer to shift this beast before the sun gets too high, if you get me.
Do I stand much chance of winning this beanmobile?
All who enter have a fighting chance. But no, not likely.
So what does it cost to enter this scam?
It's absolutely free of charge.
Now you're speaking my language.
Would you care to hazard a guess? Come on, it's not like I'm asking you to donate a lung.
Normally I don't get suckered into gimmicks like this, but all your swanky talk has me convinced my losing streak is over. Okay, I'll make a guess.
Fire away.
1,000,000 bajillion.
Right, let me see if I have room on my page for that many zeros. Best one today by far. Take a glance over there at what you could have won.
I'll need to find one of them full of bacon and eggs, and I'd have me a full English.
Hey, looking only.
What, I can't look with me hands? I can see my golden glowing face in this envelope. Sadly, I can't see anything else in it. It's empty. Oi, Trampy, enjoy your coffee, did ya? Ach, didn't talk about that. I'm a floating butterfly again, bursted from the cocoon of feckin' sobriety. Ah, get your faces painted here, kiddies! I'll take that as a yes. We need this to get on stage. Just shut up and let me do the talking.
I don't know how Philomena will take it if I go home looking like that.
To be perfectly honest, Lamb, I would be very much surprised if it was any more of a disappointment to her than your regular appearance. Good day, madam. I would like to enter this gentleman into Strictly Come Gurning. Him? He's as lovely as the moon on a still lake. He's a cherry blossom, a cherub.
Enough, Bernard. I'll handle this.
May we go up on stage now?
Now, hold on, Sonny. First of all, it's contestants only, so he'd be going up on stage, not you. And second, your entry. Sorry, what's your name, Sonny?
Please direct all questions to me. I'm his agent, promoter and translator, and I demand to be allowed on stage with him.
In that case, you'd need to be up there with him. However, if I may say so, your entry...
Yevgeny Kalashnikov from Smegmavia.
Yevgeny doesn't exactly conform to the standards of Strictly Come Gurning.
How so?
Well, dearie, while we can all see he's below average in looks, he isn't so far below as to skew the margin of error.
Not ugly enough, check.
Plus, he'd need a braffin.
What a chuff is a braffin? You want a gun, yet you don't know braffin. Ho, ho, ho. Look, me neck is black ring like horse collar. Right. So he's not allowed on stage without a hideously deformed face and a black ring round his neck.
That's right, pet. The more hideous, the better.
Like John Prescott after he's had his face pummeled with a billiard ball in a sock.
Perfect.
Got it. Beat it, Yevgeny. That's you, Lambert.
Oh, I was wondering who you kept talking about.
This gurning business can't be that hard, can it? I would expect that sort of misconception from lovely, mundane-looking sap like you. It takes years of practice to perfect gurning face. Research, training, blood and sweat and tears. Well, I can certainly agree with the tears. I'm welling up just looking at you. Your fear gives me power. I can't imagine anything beyond this point that requires one to be appropriately dressed.
Hey, this is Jim Giles from Clap FM coming to you from Clapfest. Come and catch the clap with your Uncle Gilesy. Just don't tell your daddy. Hey, look everybody, it's a fat guy. Hey, fatty, the toilets are that away.
Caught the clap once. Itched like a snake with eczema, but I'll do it all again for another 20 minutes with Sahara. Oh God, it's Jim Giles from Clap FM. Just look at him, fat, sloppy, loudmouthed, crass, stained shirt, barfing out lowbrow toilet jokes one after another. I really don't get what anyone sees in him. Trading one futureless art for another, I see. I liked him better when I didn't have to look him in the face. Classy. Now, how about a soundproof curtain on the front of the stage? Always loved music lessons. Spent 5 minutes on the clarinet and the next 25 boffing Miss Holland. I wonder if more people would find me charming if I carried around a laugh track. Hey, did you hear the one about the prawn that went to a disco? It pulled a muscle. Because it seems to work so well for him. Police, I need that microphone.
Police, my double chin. Didn't I just see you running around here in a hospital gown a minute ago?
Long story.
Well, go tell it to Wogan. We don't do long stories on Clap FM.
What do you do? Right. This is an emergency. I need to speak to the crowd.
Listen, friend, this is my stage. I am the one everyone has come here to see. Only those adored by the juvenile, drooling public have the luxury of setting foot up here.
Didn't I just see a teenager spit on you a minute ago?
It was done out of admiration.
Then please allow me to offer a token of my appreciation. This town needs to hear what I have to say.
Unless the news is going to confirm that it is possible for a woman to grow teeth in a mimsy like in that film I watched last night, I'm not interested.
Note to self, I must find out what film he's talking about when this is all over. You arrogant, loudmouthed hack. Human lives are at stake.
Who are you calling hack? I'm Jim Jowls. I put the J in DJ.
Yeah? I'm about to put the steel tip of my size 9s in DJ. Oi, Beardy, hand over the microphone. I've got an important announcement to make.
Oi, Lardy, who do you think you are talking to? Some tin pot, bog standard, no repeat disc jockey?
Tosspot, bog smelling, no talent cob jockey, more like it. Just give me the damn microphone before I rearrange your features into an even more grotesque arrangement than God saw fit to give ya.
Naff off, chubs. I don't get paid a whack of dosh per public appearance to stand here and take abuse from muggles like you.
Meanwhile, here I am taking abuse from you, and I don't even get a poker chips and bus fare home out of the deal.
That's showbiz, kid.
Excuse me, sir. Would it be possible for me to have a quick word using your public address system?
What do you think this is, Radio 1?
Well, the alarming lack of manners, melody and discernible talent is a bit misleading. Yo, Jimbo, big fan. Think I could come up there with ya?
Depends. You got talent?
I can drink a case of Angry Spouse and still unlock my car without too much paint damage.
Shame there isn't some kind of award ceremony for barefaced, horrific ugliness. Oh, wait, there is. Why don't you ask about the gurning competition? You look like a shoo-in.
One more poke out of you and I'll put my shoe in. Please, can I get up on stage with ya?
Depends. Have you qualified for the gurning competition?
Not yet.
Then the answer is unequivocally...
I take it that's a no.
I thought it was pretty universal.
Please, can I get up on stage with ya?
Depends. Have you qualified for the gurning
Not... I take it that's a no.
I thought it was pretty universal.
Can I make a request?
Sure thing, drooling member of the adoring public.
Can you play any song with the word bomb over and over in the chorus?
Coming up after this, I'm Tom Jones. That ought to make all you girly boys like this fella happy out there.
Ugh. I'll be back right after this. The only thing standing between me and the safety of this town is one tiny strand of razor wire. What can I say? I ain't Bruce Willis.
Yo, this one goes out to all my ladies. Yes, yes, y'all.
Well, well, health and safety takes an holiday.
Roll up. Roll up. Anybody got a spare? Roll up.
The regurgitator, just this side of death. There's only one thing that annoys me more than a public sign with bad grammar. Times New Roman. I'll say no more.
Hey man, I need that.
Whoa, okay, right.
Get off, mind your business.
I don't know if I'd want that guy in control of my life. What's all this then?
What? What do you mean, man? I'm just doing my job. I'm just manning the switch, man. What do you want from me?
Jeez, Louise, I was just being cordial.
My name ain't Louise, okay? It ain't, man.
Sounds like someone's been beaten about the face with a wacky stick. So what's wrong with the ride?
So what? What? Nothing, man. Lay off.
Oh, yeah, calm down, stuttering Stanley.
My name ain't Stanley neither.
It gets. Nothing's wrong, then why the sign?
Well, what sign, man? What sign? I don't know what you're talking about. You're not making any sense.
I'm not making sense. Your grammatically erroneous notice indicates that your apparatus requires repair.
What the hell, man? I don't even know what you're saying.
Oh, forget it. I'll come back later. That guy's crazier than a fish with titties. Should I be saluting or something? Stretchy. This is a piss-poor excuse for a festival. Despite there being no entrance fee, I shall demand a full refund. Now, what's this? The tunnel of... Oh, my hat. What horrific display of depravity and perversion awaits through the turnstile of this gallery of sexual deviance.
Hector!
Oh, I should have known.
H-bomb! You hardly recognize me, eh? I've lost 14 stone.
You look exactly the same.
Yes, from here up. But to get me out of the basement of the Exotical, they had to cut off my legs.
That's horrible.
No, it's excelente. So much easier to find Signor Penne now, eh?
Good old Rich. Always the bright side. And all this time I must have been enjoying the bitter kind. What's the worst that... No, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Hey, guys, what's in there? Oi, it's Blind Alley.
Is that the familiar halitosis of Hector I smell?
Gee, Sally, I'm all the way over here. What possible appeal can this ride have for you?
It's the smell of eroticism mingled with fear and the howls of anguish. Put those with the filthiest mind in Clapper's Reek and you have an unforgettable experience.
Another round, my friend?
You know it.
Usually this is the bit where I'll make a rude or insulting observation, but I've got nothing bad to say about Filthy Rich. So, what's this tunnel all about? Some sort of cut-price knotting shop, is that it?
No, and then again, yes, in a way. It is a mysterious and tantalizing display that plumbs the very depths of your innermost desires, fantasies, and nightmares. Erotica, I call it. It's like nothing you've ever seen. Stimulating, arousing, while at the same time terrifying and, actually rather disgusting at times. You'll love it.
Disgusting? Coming from you, I'm actually rather frightened. When did you put this together?
Oh, it's just a little something I was working on the side. Exotica was my bread and butter, kept me fed while I thought about the future.
Fed you rather well, it seems.
And now, with the recovery payments, NHS benefits, unemployment, not to mention the whopping insurance payout. Oh, Hector, if you could only crawl inside me and see what I can see.
No thanks. Looks like you've already got a few people in there. So, is this you now, touring the country with a tunnel of sweet love?
This? No. This is just a stopgap for me. I'm dabbling with a few new business ventures here and there, just waiting for the funds to come through. I'd tell you more, but I don't want to ruin the surprise.
I can't wait.
filthy rich. Blimey, you're looking well. I meant for a guy whose business fell apart on him, literally.
Ah, Hector, when an entire building falls on you, it's a good time to take stock of your life. Know what I mean?
Only too well. So, how's tricks since the Exotico, shut down?
Oh, Hector, I can't begin to express how
Hungry?
how truly overjoyed I was to finally be shut of the place. Truth to be told, it was weighing me down. Now I can follow my big dreams.
Dare I ask about the dreams?
Yes, big dreams. And now, with the recovery payments, NHS benefits, unemployment, not to mention the whopping insurance payout. Oh, Hector, if you could only crawl inside me and see what I can see.
No thanks. Looks like you've already got a few people in there. I have a confession to make. I knocked down your pawn shop.
You did?
Yeah,
I really wish you hadn't told me that.
sorry.
There goes my plausible deniability. Anyone from Midlands Insurance rings, you were in Milton Keynes that day, yes?
I'm here for you, brother. Or not, as it were. Anything I can do to make it up to you?
Hector, you've done so much for me already. The loss of my business, my legs. Hector, you're a true saint.
Is there nothing at all I can do?
Truth be told, I'm a bit peckish.
Done. What are you in the mood for?
Oh, something sweet, moist, and smells faintly of cherry.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Depends. What were you talking about?
You first.
No, you.
I was talking about food.
Ah, then I also was talking about the food.
Ciao.
Later, homie.
Hey, Rich, mind if my partner takes a spin?
Partner, eh? Hector, I didn't know you swung that way.
No, we're not partners.
Oh well, in that case, he pays. This belly does not feed itself.
What about those guys? They've been on there all day.
They're shareholders. I tell you what, you do something nice for me, I give you a free pass for your friend, okay?
Okay. Oh, two of my first loves. Eating and shooting indiscriminately at unsuspecting people. It's like asking a mother to choose between her children. Men and women, young and old, everyone loves to fantasize. Surprise, surprise, the one with a gun is the most popular booth at the fair. What is that? Fizzy orange?
Excuse me, you calling me a bad mother? I'll have you know, it's Diet Orange.
Husband never made parole? Show him that you love him with a chocolate roll. Nice to see someone that young who can work an oven.
These are supposed to go in the oven?
That'd fill a hole. Probably a pothole would be most suitable. Hello, hello. Hi, little guy. Where's your smiles? Hey?
Big twat!
You'll be dead before 6. Lady, take your son and run. The end is near.
Oh, ha ha, my son indeed. I'm his great-grandmother. I'm just watching him for his mum and nan. They're in prison.
Can't say I've ever met a GGILF before. By the way, don't go taking the ILF as some kind of flattery. In recent years, I've set the bar so low now, I've lost it in the grass. That icing is an interesting colour.
Oh, that isn't icing. That's spit up. Little Kiefer must have been at that one. He just loves icing, he does. He wants it morning, noon and night.
I know the feeling. So, how old is he?
4.
Still not got any teeth? Poor wee bugger.
Oh, he had teeth. But they all had to come out. Dentist told me too much sugar and not enough folic acid. Can you believe that? Quack. I mean, hello? Acid's only going to rot them faster, innit?
I'm no expert on children, but I believe his nappy needs changing.
Really? Because on the package it said they're good for 10 to 12 pounds.
Oh, Christ, I can feel my IQ dropping just standing close to you. So what's this jailbait business, then?
You got a loved one on the inside, sir?
I do have quite a few acquaintances currently serving some time at Her Majesty's pleasure. No one I love enough to send a tray bait to, necessarily.
And don't you think a little pick-me-up like this would make their sentence seem just a little bit shorter?
Judging by the looks of these, I'd say more like insult to injury. So, what prompted you to start this endearing little initiative?
Apart from me and Kiefer here, everyone else in our family is currently inside. His 4 uncles, 2 aunts, 8 great-uncles, 19 cousins and several others suspected of being his father.
Must make Christmas a bit quiet.
Totally. Kiefer only just made bail, otherwise I would have had to eat the whole tray of oven chips myself.
What's so special about these?
I don't put any ingredients into the cakes that I wouldn't feed little Kiefer here.
That narrows it down to crisps, then.
Silly, not just crisps, other stuff too.
What's the secret ingredient?
Love, of course, and plenty of iron.
Please don't giggle inappropriately, it makes me nervous. I could go on talking about cake all day, but I'm on duty.
Want to talk about EastEnders instead?
I'll ask the questions, love. How are your cakes selling?
Like cold cakes?
I believe the expression is like hot cakes.
I'm aware of that, and my cakes are selling like the opposite of hot cakes.
Not very well, then.
No, barely made enough today to buy Kiefer that pop. He was practically dying.
So, cakes for loved ones on the inside?
A special cake from a loved one is just what a convict needs to take his mind, and, if applied correctly, sometimes his whole body, out of the constant hardships inside.
Hardships? In prison? 3 square meals, a roof, a mattress, TV and a flushing toilet? They live better than I do. Group sharing aside, of course. Tad half an hour.
You'll be back.
Yeah, probably. Phew, got the last one.
Only one, really. Popped that one up there when I saw you coming. Hoping for an easy sale, low-hanging fruit, as they say.
My reputation precedes me.
I could see it coming round the corner.
Another satisfied customer.
My lord, he looks
Titillated,
constipated,
tantalized,
sodomized,
pacified.
horrified.
Hector, this ride has it all. You enter a baby caterpillar and emerge a man.
That man looked like he's passing a baby caterpillar.
He may very well be.
If I get captured by an enemy spy, I'll bite down hard on it for a quick death.
Cake? Ah, Hector, you never stop giving. You're a true saint. And now I wish you to return the favor. This is for you.
A free pass?
To my tunnel of sweet love. Yes, give it to a friend. And now I shall enjoy this delectable cake.
What was that? Never mind that. What was that?
Dios mio, where did you get this cake?
The free sample tray at the jailbait stall.
Not again. 5th time today.
Fat twisted, lecherous bastard son of a malformed succubus bred in a government lab. What was in that cake? Bah, jailbake. Every cake like a Kinder egg for prisoners. So far today I've swallowed 2 metal files, a dentist mirror, a set of Dremel bits, and a set of cuff key. Must be playing havoc with your gastric staples. You are not kidding. But hey, if they all make it out the other end, it's chez le buffet this Saturday for me, eh? Ciao. Later, homie. Sir, I'd like Lambert here to experience all your ride has to offer. Absolutely. I give him the works.
Thanks, boss. I like the gentle rides at fairgrounds.
Before you go on, I must ask, any allergies or skin irritations?
I require regular applications of hand sanitizer.
Any sensitivities we should know about?
My gums get tender after I floss.
Are you pregnant?
Pregnant? Why?
Because you may be by the time it's over.
I'm a boy, silly.
Right, on you go.
Is this anything like the teacups?
No, Lambert, it's nothing like the teacups.
Oh, good, because I threw up after the teacups.
Second star to the right. And straight on to hell. And that, Lambert, is where babies come from. What you think? Perfect. That's a whole lower level of ugly that I was unaware existed. Now all I need is a bleating braffin. Off you go then. And here I was thinking he couldn't get any less charming. I'm not even that hungry. I'm not even that. My God, Lambert's head would fit perfectly in there. That toilet seat is the perfect braffin. Sir, I insist you let me into that toilet. Back of the queue, social vagrant. Poor saps. Why don't they go behind a tent like I did? And yes, it was a number 2. He appears to be the self-appointed toilet queue spokesperson. Police, I need to commandeer this public toilet. I don't care who you are. Allow me to draw your attention to 2 facts, young man. 1, this is Great Britain, and 2, this is a queue. The custom in this land of ours is to queue. In fact, the monarchy was founded on it. I suggest you observe it. Good day, sir. Now see here, if you want to use this toilet, you can wait in the queue like everyone else. I don't want to use it, I just want to tear out the toilet seat. I can see that didn't help me case. What the? Oh great, more dodgy happenings I've got to turn a blind eye to. You never know when you'll need a quick fix. That's weird.
Hey, quick, put it away. Thanks for dropping in, Mr. Fix. It appears whatever you just did has fixed the problem. Yep, smooth as a cucumber. Once again, thanks for the fix.
Why is he talking like he's on a bad daytime TV drama? So you're all fixed now then?
Well, you know, the ride had broken down.
As I noticed.
Right, so I called out the maintenance man to come over and sort me out with a quick fix.
Quick fix, eh? I'm on to you. Who was that aged rocker in the luminous jacket?
Oh, that's Mr. Fix, maintenance man. Very reliable.
Reliable at what?
You know, fixing stuff. Keeps me sane anyway.
How exactly was he fixing the ride from behind the bush?
Who said anything about fixing the ride, man?
Oh, please don't laugh at inappropriate times. It makes me nervous. He didn't look like he was doing much fixing when I saw him.
He was fixing all right. We've got a special arrangement, him and me.
You know, in today's world, you don't need to keep your guy love a secret.
Love? What? No. No, you got me all wrong.
Really? Two guys behind a bush in a public park? Not a lot of other conclusions to jump to.
Believe what you want, man. Ain't like that.
Ah, you're wasting away. When's the last time you had a good meal?
I don't have much of an appetite these days. Except for the regular delivery of the good stuff from Mr. Fix, of course.
What good stuff? You mean pastrami? I just heard a lot of sniffing back there, and I know I love the smell of a good pastrami.
Heh. Yeah, pastrami. Call it what you like.
So, can I have some of whatever he gave you?
Back off, man!
Settle down, fella. It's only pastrami after all.
Mine!
Okay, I understand. Rock on. Need fix? Did a caveman write this?
Thank you! We are Blind Vendetta! Everybody having a good time? I can't hear ya!
Imagine completing World Tour expert level on your playbox, and all you've got to show for it is a complete lack of actual musical talent.
Over here on lead guitar, give it up for Colin.
Give it up, indeed.
Young man, would you like a map?
A map? Of what?
Of Clapfest, of course. Here you are.
I realise that most of the residents aren't bright or sober enough to find their own arse with a torch, but I myself have no trouble seeing to the other side of this football pitch.
No, thank you, dearie. Fudge doesn't agree with me.
I didn't say anything that sounds like fudge.
Toilets are down the end, pet.
It appears that this area marks the end of all that Clappers Reek has to offer.
Now see here, I believe I made myself quite clear.
Sorry, old-timer. Gonna have to find a pot plant or an old chili bowl or something.
Too late, I fear, young man. Thank God for incontinence pads.
Oh, this guy's taking all day. Are you coming out of there?
Well,
Well, what?
not anytime soon. No.
Can you hurry it along?
Bit of a problem. Shan't be a minute. Well, maybe a bit longer.
Open up, police!
Oh, fiddlesticks, I was hoping it was custodial services.
Why?
Well, it's a bit embarrassing, really. Rather not discuss it.
Out of bog roll, is it?
Yeah. And it's a doozy.
Look, I don't care what condition the toilet's in. I fully intend to deface it further.
Sir, I appreciate your urgency, but my mother raised me right. I can't come out until somebody gets me some toilet tissue. A lot of tissue.
Can't you hurry it along?
Sir, I told you, there's no toilet roll in here.
Use a sock like everyone else.
With all due respect, this situation requires rather more than a sock.
Hey, big fella, got you something that may help.
Please, I hope it's not any of that one ply. I put my finger through this and I fear I may not get it back again. Slide it under the door if you don't mind. Oh, the royal treatment. This is divine.
You realise I could have you for treason?
Well, I think you'll agree that it would have been a worse crime to leave it the way it was.
Somehow it always comes back around to toilets, doesn't it? And yet again, a toilet comes to my rescue. Perfect. That looks just enough like a braffin to get away with it. Very easy to imagine Lambert's head through there. Very easy to picture Lambert's head. Forces of ugly, beware. I don't need to go, and even if I did, I wouldn't go in there. You don't think those are full of that bastard gas from the farm, do you?
No, just your standard run-of-the-mill helium tanks.
What in the name of Jeebus H. Seinfeld do I need a massive tank of helium for? Number one, there's no way I could lift them without aid. And number two, I've got nothing that needs to be inflated. No, absolutely useless to me at this moment. They can just sit right there. I will, however, make a mental note of their location should I need them in the future. Good day, madam. I believe everything is in order, yeah? One hideously contorted mutant freak complete with ridiculous horse collar.
Ooh, he's perfect.
Perfect? Ha! Perfectly pleasing to the eye, maybe. Perfect cheekbones, maybe.
It's been years since we saw any young blood in this competition.
Likely it's been years since you saw anything at all, madam.
I've put him through to the next round. Judging's about to start. Straight through the stage door there.
Tcha, I'll eat you like high-priced artisan wedding cake on a lovely lace doily. You're so normal-looking, you probably couldn't even get a job as an extra on Doctor Who.
Now, Bernard. May the best man win. Don't let him get to you. He's really a dear.
I was thinking moose, myself. Hey, little beautiful man. Think you can beat me, eh? Your candy-nosed, moisturising little rose petal of an entry looks like he's bathed in the piss of 1,000 angels. Tja, your uniformly hued skin tone makes babies laugh. Prepare now for failure, face. Zip the Mako pandering, Adonis, or I'll Botox you backstage.
Now, before I turn the mic over to these out-of-work, pug-faced attention cravers, a quick reminder that later yours truly will be cutting the ribbon at the grand reopening of the clock tower, unveiling the town's spanking new ringtone. So let's kick off strictly.
What was that you just said about a new ringtone?
It's only the grand finale of Clapfest, the Preservation Society's shined the old clock tower up to its original lackluster, stuck more bells in there, and at 10 o'clock we all get a treat for the ears when we hear the clock's new ringtone. Yowza!
Bells. Balls. Ah, that's the trigger for the bomb. Anybody know what this new ringtone sounds like?
Yeah, right there. B-I-D-G-E
Pretty lame if you ask me.
I could play it for you.
No, don't play a note. Wait a minute. B-A-T-G-E. B-A-T-G-E. Lambert! The badges are the bombs. Everyone in town is wearing one. They all have their own individual dose of evil juice primed to go off when the clock tower rings.
People of Clappers!
Hi-ha! Greetings, citizens! Can we all give a big, welcoming hand to Detective Inspector Hector, Town Hero, the very man we all have to thank for the restoration of the clock tower, the cleansing of the Clappersmeek High Street, and providing a generous donation to fund this very festival.
Listen, you're all in serious...
Now, Hector, I've seen you running all over Clapfest. It seems you've worked out the big surprise in store for everyone. Now, don't you go spilling the secret before it's time, or you could end up ruining everything. Understand? See you all at 10 o'clock. Enjoy what's left of your life. I mean, day.
Bags of balls. I've got to find a way in there and catch Barnsley before he sets off the bombs. And somehow I don't think it's going to be as easy as picking the lock with a dirty needle this time.